The champ is ready to return. I'm Matt Carlins, and this is just pro wrestling news for Tuesday, January 19th, 2021. This update is sponsored by IndieWrestling.us. Results from Monday night's Raw and Ring of Honor's Weekend TV are straight ahead in this update, but first, WWE Champion Drew McIntyre announcing Monday he will be back on Raw next Monday night. McIntyre is quarantining after he tested positive for COVID-19. WWE is also promoting Goldberg for next Monday. It's the final Raw before the Royal Rumble, where Goldberg will challenge McIntyre for the WWE title. Here are Monday's newly declared entrants for the Royal Rumble matches: Jeff Hardy, Peyton, Royce, and Alexa Bliss. Speaking of Bliss, she scored a big win in the main event of last night's Raw, pinning the Raw Women's Champion Asuka. It was a non-title match. Alexa seemingly transformed mid-match into a more evil version of herself, absorbed some powerful strikes from Asuka, and then hit Sister Abigail for the win. As for Randy Orton, 1 week after Bliss blasted him in the face with a fireball, Orton appeared at the start of Raw backstage in a darkened room wearing a mask. AJ Styles beat Ricochet after an eye-popping reversal into a Styles clash. Ricochet was hoping to prove that he deserves a spot in the Royal Rumble. Shayna Baszler tapped out Mandy Rose. Shayna and Nia Jax still not getting along. The Hurt Business beat Riddle and the Lucha House Party. Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin also still not getting along. Charlotte Flair submitted Peyton Royce. Ric Flair showed up mid-match along with Lacey Evans, who was wearing one of Ric's robes. Their distraction was ineffective. Also, Mace from Retribution beat Xavier Woods.
Impact Wrestling.
Tonight's Impact Wrestling will have fallout from last Saturday's Hard to Kill pay-per-view, plus Eric Young versus Rhino, and Kimberly and Susan versus Jordan Grace and Jazz. Former 4-time Knockouts champion ODB says she's returning to Impact.
You know, they buzz me, and every time I'm like, oh gosh, oh boy, here we go. But, you know, they're like, hey, would you want to come back, and see what happens?
ODB speaking with Chris Van Vliet. She said we can expect to see her in Impact soon.
AEW.
Tonight's AEW Dark has 14 matches, among them Santana and Ortiz versus Danny Limelight and John Cruz. Dragon versus Dinosaur, Brandon Cutler versus Luchasaurus, plus the Lucha Brothers are in action. Bullet Club's Tama Tonga publicly blasting the Elite yet again, along with the Bullet Club imagery recently seen on AEW and Impact TV.
Nobody gave you the okay to use Bullet Club, huh? You don't see us here in Japan running around with a dumbass Elite shirts, do you? No, because we're not desperate.
That clip from a video tweeted by Tama as he promoted his Tama's Island podcast, which is streaming on Twitch tonight. By the way, New Japan is wrapping up 3 straight days at Korakuen Hall this morning with another Road to the New Beginning show.
Ring of Honor.
Dragon Lee is still the Ring of Honor TV champion. He survived a tough challenge from Ray Horace on ROH's Weekend TV. Also on that show, Flip Gordon pinned Rhett Titus in a Pure Rules match, but because Flip punched Rhett in the face during the match on top of other past behavior, Flip is now suspended from the Pure division. Ring of Honor's week-by-week YouTube show today will have a gauntlet match involving students from the ROH dojo. The winner gets a shot at Jonathan Gresham's Pure title. It'll be Joe Keys versus Dante Caballero versus Ken Dixon versus Eric Martin. That's just pro wrestling news for Tuesday, January 19th. Our next update comes your way tomorrow morning. Please rate, review, and be sure to subscribe to this feed and click that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. I'm Matt Carlins. Thank you for listening.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.